Hello everybody, this is Sonia and I'm back on here now because I wanted to show you what I did a little bit of stuff on this because I needed to, when I say stuff, I needed a bit of work on it because I needed to get a move on. I mean, I've got a lot to do on there, so I needed to show you as to how to, I'm going to show you what I've done and the stitches and everything, and because there's businesses everywhere here, I've got stuff everywhere. Needs to come up a little tiny bit, doesn't it, this thing? Okay, now I've put on a couple of pieces, piece of lace there. I'm here picking off this piece of lace, and I've put sequences along there, like little flowers, and I've got that piece on. Okay, now the reason I did this was because I wanted to show you what's happening with it, and I need to get it to show you, and then I can show you how I did it. Okay, clear as mud that was. Like anything goes on this because it's just fun. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I did this piece here, and this is the it's got little beads on, see? A piece of lace with little beads on. Alright, now you can use whatever thing you like to put it on there with the beads. Now I'm going to find a bead needle, I hope. Righto, hang on a minute. I'm actually going to put it onto the work, I think, because I don't want to not put it on there. And it's not like it's too hard to comprehend because it's only just a straight stitch up and down. We're just going to be threading on some beads. So let's get something flash, that's flash. Bit of that. Now maybe I'll work on something I'm still working on to show you first. Hang on, I'll go back. Sorry about that. Righto. So I've got actually that's not glue, that's a bit of my hand I'm pulling off. Sorry. I've got a bead needle here. It hasn't got a thread in it. I've got some threaded, but I don't know what colour I'm going to use. So I'm going to see what I've got here. Here's one. I don't know why I didn't put them back in the container. I've put a piece of doily on there that has been dyed orange. Lisa dyed that, and I don't remember what she said how she did it, so I can't really tell you. I think she used fabric dye to do it with. So I've just cut like a half of it, right? And I've done tiny little stitches to hold that down. Now I'm thinking I need to put something either in the holes there or around the outside. Now I haven't got that part there down yet, right? When you go to do something like this, I don't think I'll be putting that colour on there. Let me see, what did I have that? That's different, isn't it? I'll just have a go. See what I keep mucking this up by pulling it out there the wrong way. If it doesn't look bad, and we'll put a different colour bead with it. We'll just go really. I'm going to do it with. Am I going to use the bead needle? Yes. If you use the bead needle, then you can go straight from whatever you're doing, what your sewing is, to the bead part, to the beading part with the same colour thread, if you want to do that. So I'm going to unthread that, which I probably shouldn't do. I should probably find another needle, but I can thread it, I hope. I'm thinking, oh, there's another one there. Goodness me, Sonia. Should probably have a magnet around here somewhere to keep these things in check. I need to pick up my needles. Okay. Seems that when you pull this off there, these go a little bit wrinkly. Okay. I only need one thread. I'm doing beads. Yeah, but I was going to do... It's alright. Nobody panic because I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 2 threads because I'm going to do a knot in it. because when you're doing beads you want to put a knot in your cotton. Not then. Come on. Okay. I might have threaded about 9 this morning, 9 different things, and you know what? I didn't have any trouble at all. I'm going to change my needle, so it's going to make any difference. I don't think so. I'll have to come back in my eyes. Sorry about that. I'm here. Nobody panic, but I've got to get me self a little bit closer so I can see what I'm doing. Actually, I probably need a new pair of glasses too. This seems to be a bit hard for me today to do. Right. Sunshine outside today is the only thing I can think to tell. And I can't thread the needle. Yes, I can. I can't be negative about this. I'm just looking to see if I do have one already with something in it so I can use it. I really don't care what colour it is. This is not good, is it? Ah, dear. I have thumbs down on the last videos I did. I'm terribly sorry for upsetting anybody, but you know, why bother doing that to me? I mean, I'm having a go, aren't I, really? Having a go. And it doesn't really matter. You people just give me a thumbs down, you're rude. There, look, I did it. It didn't seem, I mean, it probably seemed like it took a long time, but I don't think it was that bad. It took it to do it. Now I'm going to put these two together, pieces of thread here, and I'm going to make a knot, okay? So there's your knot. Somewhere. There. Okay. Now everybody has a different way they're doing that, so they can use their own. Now I've got lots of sequins. This is a chance to really use up all the bits and pieces of really nice things that you've got. I do like them, but they're too big. I'm thinking about putting those in there, but then I thought, no. Maybe. Oh, let's see what colours. Oh, I got more. Nobody panic. I've got those. They're nice. Look, they're little ones with little, they're like little cups. See? I bought a whole heap of them. Little cups, and some nice person sent me some in a bag with a whole heap of other really pretty goodies. Look, this is the sort of stuff that's nice to have to do your crazy patchwork with, all these sort of bits and pieces. But I was looking for something else and found all these little sequins that I thought I didn't know where they were. Now that's, to be honest with you, I didn't. I'm going to go with these purple ones in this because I'm thinking I'm going to get that to link up with this one here a bit that way. And I look, see. So this is how I put the sequins on. But we want to show you this. When you're coming up from the back of here, I don't know whether it happens to other people, but sometimes it does with me. I'm going to put a sequin on, okay, and if you're sewing through something that's pretty thick, and one colour bead, white bead or orange bead, let's see what these little white ones look like first, or we can go with green. Now I've decided that this is going to be the whole of the front cover because it's too small to fold over. If I fold it over I'm losing it. And besides that, you don't want to be putting all this work onto the back of it and then not be able to see it. Well, sort of anyway. It might have a green bead instead. Should I? I'll have to just place one and see what it looks like. I actually haven't got the ones down from the wall against the wall that I have in them containers. I'm just using what I've got here on the table. I think the green one will look nice on it. And we just, the sequin, you come up through the sequin, you go through the bead, and then you go back down through the sequin, okay? And that way you have connected it together, alright? Now when you're doing something like this and you come up through, if you want to, when you're coming up through the thicker things, it's really hard to do from the back. It's better to take it, to come up through thinner pieces of fabric. I know that this is not, might not sound helpful, but eventually, if you ever come across that one day, you're trying to put the needle through the back of this, and sometimes it does not go to plan, pushes away your piece that's on the top. It pushes it out of place sometimes if you haven't got hold of it properly. You can't really see them that plain, but that I don't mind that. That looks all right, and I'm going to put something else on. Now you go through the sequins. When I come across that again, I will show you what I'm talking about, because I can't explain it very good today. I've been in here for quite a while doing this, and I feel a bit bit drained as far as I need a drink of water. Okay, and I'll get some mouthful in a minute. So let me just go for it. My camera took forever to charge, and it still isn't, so I don't think it'll stop though. We're not going to have to worry about that. You'll find as I'm working with what I'm doing, I always, I hope you can see this, I always, now I'm having a seniors moment. My colours will always go together if I can do it. I get very frustrated if I can't get the colours to work together, because when I've come back in here this morning and looked at this, and I thought, oh dear, I've stuck too much with those three colours. But you watch me how to do it, and it'll be just the sort of thing for a cover for a book. I think so. Or you can make it as part of a bag, a handbag, little purse or something. They're blue in ones, they're not green. Okay. Can I get it out? Yes, I've got him. Not easy to do this. I've got glue on me. The little tiny beads, catching them and keeping them under control. I don't know how many I've got on the floor, but I have lost a few. So that's how and then you're sewing that down at the same time while you're putting your bead on, okay? With this lace, I did just a little stitch over each piece as I was going along, so therefore that left the colour of that on there. I can do this with the pink and just go across here and add a bit of pink to it. I think the orange and pink look good together, but maybe people won't, not everybody will like that. And I forgot to turn that timing thing on, and I'm going to have to do that because I don't want to have a 1 minute video again. Because if I go over 50 something minutes, it takes a bit off for some reason. I must just have a let me see what I'm doing. It's really I'm gonna have to do something about my camera angle for these sort of sewing things, because I can only just reach what I'm doing here. And these pieces here are sort of sitting there in mid-air. Don't like that. I'm going to have to fix that, aren't I? Not in mid-air, but they're out there by themselves. When you do crazy patchwork, it seems that a lot of it is so close together all over the place, you know. It's just absolutely packed full of goodies, your crazy patchwork. So if you just, well, the decorating of it is absolutely packed with good stuff. Now, I wanted to do something with that, didn't I? Because that's just sitting there all skew-whiff and nasty. You know, I need to put something over the top of there, don't I? And you will have a few bits and pieces of the frame that you need to cover over, so that's what's going to happen. I'm going to put something there that's pretty and blingy, I think. I do like this here ones. I do like these here ones that I got a long time ago. Wow. Well, I like that. I'm not one bit. Oh, that's nice. I do like that. Now this actually has holes in the back. See, 2 little holes. All I've got to do is figure out where they are. So I'm going to come up here like I'm going to make sure that I'm above the thing that I want to cover over, because otherwise when you go to put it on, that's not going to happen. Now I've come through the back of that one, and I'll have to go down the outside of it. Go back down there as close as you can. Still using the same piece of thread, if you like, that's what you want to do. Okay, now to find this coming back the other way might prove a bit difficult. I probably could have used a different colour. No, we're right, it looks fine. I'm not going to be too picky about it, except it's not quite in the middle, is it? How about there? Let's see what that looks like when we put this up here and down. You know, see how easy it is to cut things off. I can do that. I'm really not happy that this camera's not showing you the full thing of this. This is the colours. It's not the colours that's coming up there at all. This is really a real pretty green, that is there. A pretty green. This is like a burgundy, as you can see. That pink, there's not that colour. It's all different. The yellow's even more yellow than gold, which it is actually gold. I wonder if it'll do that when we put it on the video. So what do you think about that, Sonya? I don't like it. I don't like this. And I'm going to try and take this back through here because I want to be able to end that other off, because I'm going to put that thing on there, but I'm not going to do it like that. Okay, now, a bit of an accident here. I need to get a pin or something. I'm going to pull this back through here. Now you might say, well, that's not going to work, Sonya, but it is actually going to work. If I get the right piece. Which bit is it? This bit here. Usually does work with the bead needle. It's pretty easy to undo. So it just went straight back through the hole, okay, because of the fabric, because it's only very fine. So it's going to come through the hole of the fabric. Now, back through there. Now if you get it and line it up straight, look, come back through without catching the material. Now we'll get this side off. Work out which way it went in. Went back out over here, didn't it? Out over the outside of it. I'm going to either glue this on or sew it, because I don't like the pink holding it there. I don't like that bit. You've got to be happy with your work. There's a big father knot there in my way. Hold it straight. I've got the right thing I'm pulling. No, this is it here. Keep it straight and pull that back through. That down. It's proving a little bit more difficult because it's going through two things here. But you know what? I can end that off now because, or cut it off, because I'll have enough to end off what I was doing. Here, by rethreading this, taking it through to the back. Actually, I might undo that bit. Where's it coming through it? Why have I got that big... Look at that. That's off. It's off. Because I must have threaded that through. Now, I've got all these unthreaded needles. So I'm going to have to get on with that. Now, I've got to fix that, don't I? I have to fix that. I cannot leave it and I don't like it. You know how that is. You don't leave it and I don't like it. I've got these little businesses in here. Look, all these tiny little businesses in here. I wonder how that'd look on top of that. Give it more, make it a bit more. What do you reckon? Because I don't like the way that's just ending in mid-air there. I just want to continue it down. That doesn't look too bad, does it? Now I want a needle that's got a good sharp point on it. It's gonna, when it sticks in me it'll hurt because I know, but I'd rather something that's, you know, easier to sew with than trying to fight it to get it through. Now maybe I can find a piece of that. Where did I cut the rest of that orange thing off at? Where is it? Here. Well, it looked pretty much like that anyway, didn't it? I just took it off there. I did. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but oh well. We're going to put this on here. See if I can make it look a bit. Look, that looks like it could be a flower, doesn't it? And I'll have to put me a bit of bling stuff on something else. Okay, I'll sew that on there. So I showed you how to sew the sequins on, and pretty much how the bead goes on like that. I'm going to show you a couple more stitches. Okay. When I sew this on first, I need to fix this, because once you've done something like this, you'll find that it's got a lot of stuff on it. Sometimes it's hard to find what you were going to plan on doing because of all the things that are sitting around on there. I'm hoping the summertime's going to be here soon. Oh well, we'll have the spring, I guess, will be here for the summer, but I'm looking forward not to being stuffed inside all the time and not be able to go anywhere because I'm too cold. I'll be right, I'll get out there and do a bit. Actually, I want to do more videos. I think to myself now, I better get to bed really early because I want to get up tomorrow and do stuff. Sometimes I can do it, sometimes I've got to do other things, but I can do the best I can. What do you think now about that? That doesn't look too bad at all. I do like that. I'm quite happy. Now, as I'm going along too, I'm also cutting a bit of the thread out, the tacking thread that I put through to hold it on with. Some of you ladies wanted to know what my email was, and I'm going to put it up on my videos in the description box if you just wanted to email me. And also I have added to the description box, I put the part 1 and 2. Part 1 I put number 2, on part 1 I've added number 2 down the bottom so you could go to that, and on part 2 I've added number 1 so you could go back to that if you haven't seen both of them. And this one I'll put the link to the other 2 underneath it as well so you can find them all together. I thought that would be a good idea, and so if anybody else wants to see anything particular that I've already done and can't find it, just ask me and I'll see if I can go and find it myself and put it up there underneath for you, because I thought that was the only way I could go about doing that. Now I'm going to put this somewhere. I'm going to put it somewhere. I love it. It's so pretty, isn't it? But not now, because I'm going to show you some stitches, eh? Let's do some sewing. I've got a piece of thread coming through here. Now this is before I do that, I wanted to just say here, when you're coming up to do a bit of stitching, it's a bit wiggly. See that here? That's a bit wonky. Look. What you do is you do what you're going to do, and as soon as you get to the wiggly bit, cut that piece of thread out of there, and that'll straighten it out for you. So if you find that anything's puckering up, just cut the thread out and it'll make it go straight. So now we're going to learn how to do this herringbone stitch. Okay, so I've got that piece of calico here, because I'm going to do it on here for you so you can see what it'll look like. Now, if you're going to put it along the edge of something, like there, see, there's an edge, try and keep it as straight as you can along that edge. You can do this as big as small as you want it to be, it doesn't really matter. Now you come up through the back. Can I do this upside down? I don't know. Let me do just two up the right one, then I'll see if I can turn around. And you'll go, keep your thread over here, right? And come back and go there. Now imagine that is your line. There's an imaginary line there. I don't really want to write on it. But see that imaginary line? And you go like this. There, see? Right. Now you're going to cross over and you're going to go up here and you're going to do this bit of a stitch here. Now come to about halfway. Like, actually, to make it really good, you want to come up at that line there. Keep that, well, it'll all be good. It'll work. Okay, so you go like that. Okay. Now you come back down, keep your thread over this side, and come across like so. Okay. Now make sure you don't pull your cotton too tight. I think I can do it upside down. I don't know. It's pretty much the same, isn't it? No, because I've got to go back over this way. Now you're going to have to forgive the fact that it's not going to be straight or anything, because I'm trying to do this upside down. And you can't see it because I've got my arm in the road. See? There you go, look. I'll go backwards like that. And then when you take it over that way, you can't see what I'm doing, can you? Is that cotton too light? I don't know, it's alright. So you're going to come across here. See where we are? I'm up here. Come across here and go like that. So if you need to pause this and just, it's a little bit off mine because I'm trying to do it upside. I'm trying to do it where I can't see it. I'm trying to look at the camera and show you how. It's not too bad. You're going to take it down, go in there, put it over, back like that, go this way. This is herringbone stitch, okay? And I found that I really enjoy doing all this sort of stuff, so I've learned as many as I could possibly. That one we're going to finish there with that, okay? We wouldn't just leave it there though. We'd take it through the back and we'll end it off with a couple of little stitches. But that goes along our part. Now, I've got this piece here, so I'm going to add some beads to it and show you. Well, you can watch me put some beads on there, on the piece that I've already done. To, I don't know, give it a bit of a look. Give it a bit of its own look. Now, I don't want orange ones. I think I'm going to put those little white pearly things on it. Now, where are they? There they are. All I need now is some thread. Okay, my knee's not happy about that. Gonna have to move it. Okay, some thread. Nobody panic. I think I'll need white for that. I have a drawer of cotton behind me. I'm thinking about moving that too. Have you people seen in my room? You said faint. I've been fishing around in stuff for days now, but I'm going to keep it like it is for a minute till I do a bit more crafting. Then I might do a bit more. Because you know what? When it gets too hot I won't be able to come in here and craft. But I'll still do it out in the lounge room. Go through here, you please. Come on. Here's Sonya having trouble with the needle threading again. It's these bead needles, I'm blaming them, see. Sometimes you can find an ordinary needle that's very fine. Now I want to have two pieces of thread here because That's better for you. And then you just put a knot in it like that. A lot of people say they can't do that, but I think I might have knotted a few thousand of those over the years, so I think it might be why I can do it, so don't worry about it if you can't. Okay, now, I was just peeping out the window. Can't see much. So that went, so I've been on here for 17 minutes by that, but I was already on here for about 10 before it turned on. Okay, so now we're going to put some beads across here. So in between these little tiny cross bits up the top, am I showing you this? You can't see the needle coming through there, can you? But there, I definitely have got the needle. Here, look. There we go. And I'm going to put a little bead. I'll come through the back, put on a bead. Very small too they are, but that's okay. They all look good. Put on your bead and go back down in beside your bead. Stay in where the little cross is, okay? Then you come over to the next one and you will pick up a bead. I've got these sitting on a tiny little dish. I tried not to tip too many of them out, you know, because it's good. You got to pick them up after, or not. As Sonya would probably shove them into the bead soup, which is a mixture of all sorts of beads. So you go back down in there and pull this through, and I've got one thread longer than the other again. And then we'll come up here and do another one. Right in the shot. Yes, good. Okay. And we'll go back down through there. If I can get hold of a bead. Come here, bead. Right. I do love doing this sort of thing. And look how much it's changed already, see? Stuff that you can put on there. And you can put lots of things on. So I hope everybody's having a go. I know one girl's going to send me a picture. I put my email address under your comment. So she wants to send me a picture of what she's done. I don't know if you're buying, but it would be nice if I could print it off and then I could show everybody else. You know, like it printed onto a piece of paper and just show other people what you've made, if you don't mind, if you tell me what you think. But, because I think that'd be really cool, you know. But she said she'd done some crazy patchwork and she wants to show it to me. A few books somewhere about this sort of thing that I bought years and years and years ago, but I've never sort of actually followed what the same as the person does. I'm going to find the ribbon for the ribbon embroidery. I've got to stop fiddling around here because I want to show you a couple more things. We're going to make little flowers. We have to do more stitches and more flowers and things. Right, come here. I'm chasing my beads all around the table. Here we go, put this on here. I told yesterday, my husband came to the door, the day before or whenever, when I was doing this. So yesterday, and he said, I said something about on the video about my husband being at the door. Must be time for lunch. But he heard me say that, but he never said to me it was. See, so here's me thinking, oh no, he might have went out the back because, and I got it, come out, finally got done what I could do and thought I better get and have some dinner, and it was nearly 3 o'clock and he said, I thought you heard me say. Well, I didn't, so I told him today to knock please on my door and I will know that it's time that I got out of here because I've got to go and have my lunch before it gets too late. Dinner time before I get lunch. So there you go. So that looks really cool, doesn't it, going along there? Okay. Now these spaces here, you need to put something in them. You can't leave them bare. So let's just end that bit off, but don't take your thread off. Let's just end it off. And let's just, while I've got the thread, I want to see what else I can put in here, see? Now, where am I? I'm lost. Here we are. So on this, we could put maybe a couple of little leaves off of here. Do you think? I was thinking about a bit of bling. Maybe we could do a bit of bling. Just cutting this off here. Sorry. But do I want that there? No, let's put some pretty stuff on it. Well, you know, some blingy things. What's that there? A little bow. Oh, this is really nice, isn't it? Look at this. This is really pretty. This one here is a little flower. I'm thinking I was going to look at something like a, I'm going to say, I'll just put it through and see if I like it or not. I do. That looks cool. Now, to hold it on, we need a bead. We've got to put a bead on it. So let's put a yellow bead on it for a yellow centre. Orange. We haven't got a yellow one handy. With orange, oh no, the thing is orange. Let's do the white bead. Not going to be able to see that much though. I suppose if you're here with me looking at it, you would be able to. It's just that the camera's not going to show up properly. Come on, let's get it. Let's do this. There. Okay. Put a flower in that part there. Now that looks nice, doesn't it? I'm still having these trouble with my threads. Make sure you've not got any loops, you know, because here's one here on this. There, and you've got to pull it through one strand at a time to get it to go through the back. And I got it. Okay, so that's going to stay there. I'm going to end that off, and we're going to do another. Let's do another bit of stitching, a bit of stem stitch or something, so we can make some flowers. Stem stitch is really easy. A lot of you probably already know how to do that, because I've already done videos on it. But there's nothing better than having a bit of a redo. If you haven't done anything for a while, you might need to have an update on it. Let's see if we get another colour cotton on here. Definitely a different colour cotton. How about a blue one? Oh, we've got blue there too. We have some. It's not like we haven't got enough. I was going to get something that's already on a needle, so you just wouldn't have to sit there and watch me do it. That's not on the needle at all. Okay. This is yellow. The tin keeps getting stuck. Well, I don't want that colour stem anyway. We need a green one. And this is nice. I'll have some of this. Boy, have I got a mess of me thread. Ah, dear. I need something like a little elf or something who wants to come and tidy up. You know, he wants to come in and fix up everything and tidy it up for me. I used to really enjoy doing that once. I used to like putting my stuff away and sorting out things, and that sort of got old though. I don't know why. I remember one day I sorted out buttons for hours, you know. Me and my bird, the bird used to help me with that. Well, you know, he'd be on the table flicking them all over the place, but he still helped me with it. And yeah. But now, somebody told me I'd sort out my buttons, I'd cry. I think I really would. I don't think I could do that now. Okay, so let's make a stem. Do the green on the green. Okay, so you want to come up at the back, and I've got should be showing you on that other piece of thing probably. Now you want to come back halfway down, or nearly all the way down along that first stitch. Along that, when I'm saying that, I meant go put your needle down in about that far up where I have, and when you do the second stitch, you bring it back to that end of that stitch and come up through the back. Okay, now keep your cotton on one side all the time, because if you don't, and I didn't, I think I made a mistake just then. I was supposed to be putting it this way, wasn't I? But I'll keep going with that one. Keep it on the same side, because if you don't, you'll have like a crisscrossed over stem thingy. Okay, now the part you don't do is where I keep getting it hooked up. You don't do that. You know, that's not necessary. Get it hooked up around everything. Go back down like there. Looks like I'm making a really giant stitch, but I'm probably not. Can't see what I'm doing, to be honest with you. Put it in there and come back down like so, and that's your stem stitch, okay? And we will finish there because we're going to put a flower there on the top of it. Okay, so that's, now I'm going to start at this end this time because I can do that. It doesn't really matter. And this time I'm going to bring keep the cotton towards myself because I think it'll look better. You want to come up there, go back down, come up at the edge. Go back in your fabric and come up at the edge. Keep your thread to one side all the time. If you take it across and back, it won't make it look straight and neat, okay? It's got to go, there goes my voice, it's got to go, sorry, towards me, alright? It's got to go towards me. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit more. Sorry. I might have to just have a mouthful of water. Might have to just call it video over too, I might think. Probably haven't been on here that long, but might do. And I would just go back into the back of there and stitch that and end it off. But I'm decided that I'm going to come up again, do another one, because I want 3, okay? I'm going to do 3. I don't know what I'm going to turn them into yet, so we won't worry. I might even put little French knots up alongside of it, or bullion stitches, okay, to make the flower. Could be made out of either one. So if you just like hang in there till I get the idea. Hope you can see what I'm doing. I never did it on the white for you either, did I, today? I don't know if this one needs to be that long as the others. It doesn't. They're sort of not all the same, are they? All the same height. So you've got all them stitches. That's the stem stitch. And we'll show you on this other piece of material because I don't know if you could see that very good on that green. I will have a quick little demonstration on here of what I just did. Okay, have I got room here? I think so. Right, now I've got a knot because I want one. I showed you just how to do it properly, so if you have the knot, it's up to you. Now you're going to go down in there and come back up where your thread come out. Down in there and come back up where your thread come out. Keep the thread over this side. Hang on to it with your thumb, get it nice and straight, and you know, just out and keep it to the side, and then you just go in there and back out here. And you go any way you like. You can make it curved, you can go straight. If you want to, you can draw a line and follow it. You know, you can use a marker, a pencil that will go away after a while. This is good to go around the edges of much stuff, lots of things, I mean. Okay, so there you go. That's how you do the stem stitch, alright? So we've done two today. We've done the herringbone and the stem stitch. Okay, and we also did this is a blanket stitch. We did chain stitch, and we did the feather stitch, okay? So if you want to, and I did this too, I practiced on a piece of fabric and wrote on the fabric what it was. You know, like just get a pen right next to it what it is, and then use all, you know, have a little bit of a thing with what you're doing written down so you can see what you're up to then. Go back and do something different the next time. Alright then, well I think I better go because I think that might be enough time that we've spent on here this morning. And I know Hubby hasn't told me that he's probably gone to sleep. Hope not. Okay, so this is what we've got done so far. I hope everybody's enjoying doing this, and I hope you're having a go. Some people said that they're getting the material. Amy said she was going to get her stuff ready, and different ones. So, like you can get together all the things that you need. Find your sequins, your bits of lace. It doesn't have to be that though. You can just do thread. Doing this sort of thread's not going to work for you. I've got the crochet thread here somewhere. I used a bit of that this morning. It's covered in fluff. That's a bit of the crochet thread. See how it comes on this reel. If you pick up any of that, I pick up a lot of it second hand, but it's nothing wrong with it. I mean, people just don't use it all and then they get rid of it. But you can use anything. You can use wool if you want to do your bits and pieces with. I might have to get to one of these days and finish this. This is the one I was working on. Don't know what I was going to turn it into though. Now I've used every sort of different fabric to do this, haven't I? Don't think I was showing you how to do it. And there's just a bit of wool there. But this one here, I've not done a lot of. I suppose I have. I've done a fair bit of work on it, but I might use that for a book cover or something one day. Because there is a really truckload of work to be done on that. I did a bag once, and I have got it over there behind me, and it is all beads. I did every stitch. I stitched everything with beads. I threaded the beads onto the cotton, and I made the stitches, okay, with the beads. So that was really cool. I might show it to you tomorrow when I get back on here to do another one of these. And I should come back on to and do a bit more on my journal. So thank you everybody. Oh, sorry. Thank you everybody for watching. Oh dear. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.